All right, we are back for the next episode of the Build in Public Hackathon. Of course, we are Moon or Dust Media. Go to our website, check out everything we're doing, everything we got going on. Adam, how we doing?
Doing good, doing good. It's pretty late here, but you know how we do.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't want to let the community down. We want to keep this build going. It's starting to get exciting now as well. So yeah, do well.
yeah, very good. Everybody, this is of course the Build in Public part of the Pump Fun Hackathon. We're building another game show. We built one before. We tested it live, but we didn't actually build that one live. But we're doing the whole hog with this one. And we're at episode 11, I think we're at now. Um,
Yep.
so we've come a long way. We've been testing out a lot of the games so far, tweaking, going here, trying to test out the flow and stuff and the pacing yesterday. And we've got all our front facing cards done. And I've sent those over to Adam. So we might be looking at getting those in here at some point. Not sure if we're going to get to it today. Again, we've been having terrible storms here where I'm at, snowstorms. So we weren't able to do any interviews today because I didn't want, to be cutting in and out and having issues like that. And I just lost power there again. We had planned on coming on a little earlier, but my power went out and I just got it back there now again. So here we are. Better late than never. But I appreciate everybody that is tuning in. Let me see if we got anybody in the chat. Let me do a quick refresh. I see a little bye party was kicking off over there. We got a few viewers. We get the announcement out there. Anybody that's watching, if you're part of our community, hey, get in there. Tell people to come on over. Of course, we'll be playing this too after the fact across all of our other channels on YouTube, on X, on Rumble as well. This will all be dropping there tomorrow. But yeah, so what do we want to do? What do we want to get into it? Let's go because I know time is of the essence. I'll have to go and tend to the farm here in a little bit before it gets too dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's jump on in and see what we got at them or where we're at. Let's let everybody know.
Sure. Okay. Let's see. So the last episode. Okay, pulled up there. So the last episode we actually looked at two items, and they were put up. So what we spoke about was on the very first card, so the player's base card, because we changed that mechanic a little bit due to the freeze and the wrong guess going up the ladder, not really having much of a difference. So, the strategic planning of using the freeze card was kind of irrelevant. So we had one small flow issue for the very first card. If a player swaps and then gets the guess incorrect, we should go to a question as that player never had the opportunity to freeze. We should keep the previously implemented turnover functionality for all the positions on the ladder where the player actually has the opportunity to freeze. So got that sorted out, and then now if a player regains control after a survey question, they should not be able to freeze immediately because they have the option to swap. And in the dashboard UI, the producer actually had the option to freeze after somebody regained control, but they also have the option to swap. We don't want both of those. It's just clunky UI for the producer. It just confuses things. So if they swap, they should then have the ability to freeze. If they're forced to play and guess wrong, they're punished again with the turnover without the ability to freeze. Current iteration. Understood. So we got the architect to make out a plan for that, and then went ahead and fixed it. Freeze is now gated behind swap across all control paths. With a survey question, you get swap only, no freeze yet. Use swap, freeze becomes available. Skip swap and guess wrong at position 0, back to survey existing punishment since you never had a freeze. Turnover opponent also gets swap only, not freeze. There was an end-to-end test done, and we should be in good shape now to run another game.
All right. Yeah,
So
let's
I'm going to pull up the game board here.
all right.
And
Everybody, we are using replit.com. You can go and check it out there. Sorry, just give me 1 second there. I got a call coming in.
Yep, no worries. So here, obviously up here in the address bar, I'm going to type in control because that is our URL to bring up the producers panel. So I will pull that up full screen and just pop it up here. And I guess I'll take on Mr. P again. So it's going to be Adam. Set that in, and Mr. P. Let me set that in. And here we will generate our batch of 50 questions using OpenAI ChatGPT 5.0 Mini. And if you're only just tuning in for the first time, we did that integration in one of our previous episodes. And one of the nice things is Replit has actually integrated OpenAI into the Replit platform. Now, before you had to go into your own OpenAI dashboard, set up your project, get your OpenAI API key, bring it over to Replit, get that all set up so they could connect. But now Replit has actually integrated OpenAI, so you don't even need an OpenAI key, and your credits get charged through Replit, which is pretty cool. Um, so let's see here. I've got that set up. As you can see here now, 50 questions are ready. So I will share the game screen and actually misplaced my blue light glasses somewhere. So I'm gonna dim this down a little. Okay, so we are actually ready to start the match. And always at the start we have the deal highest or lowest card. Even all, how we doing? 7MD. Damn, I can't remember who that is again. Is that Taz? I think it's Taz. Yeah, thanks for jumping in, buddy. Um, we're just about to get a game going after we made those adjustments to the freeze producer UI and kind of the freeze logic in the game as well. So people aren't getting punished if they don't actually ever have the option to freeze, because of the turnover rule we implemented.
All
So,
right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
all right. So yeah, Mr. P, we're ready here to deal our low cards.
All
Adam,
right,
Matt,
let's see
here we
it.
go. 7, Mr. P, Jack. All right.
All right.
Okay, I think 7MD, am I right? Is that Taz?
I think it is. What up, Taz? Welcome, brother. Thanks for jumping in. Who else we got
All
in the
right,
chat there?
okay.
Let us know.
Okay, so are we ready for the first question?
Yeah.
Let me just block my screen. Okay, and here we go. Mr. P, you're up.
What percentage of people check spoilers online before watching? Oof. I mean, I'd imagine that'd be relatively low. Let's go with, I don't know, 35%.
35. All right, I'm gonna say lower.
All right.
18.
All right.
Okay, cool. I will hit it off and just making sure that our dashboard, our producer's dashboard is good. So you have the option to swap or higher and or lower. So that is what we want. And once I actually hit, I'm gonna go lower between, so I then should have the ability to freeze if I want it. Before there was a freeze button here until we made those adjustments.
All right.
So I'm gonna go lower between.
We can't see it. We
Okay.
can't see the game board now. At the
No, I
moment.
know. I'm just showing it here,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
because now you can see the freeze button has now come available, which is
Oh,
what we
yes.
wanted.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Before it was shown at the base card where it shouldn't. It's clunky UI for the producer, so we don't want stuff like that. We want it
Yeah.
to be
Mm-hmm.
UI UX
Agreed.
to be really good. So we go
Absolutely.
back to the game board, and I will go lower than the 10, 9. All right, I'm gonna freeze. Okay,
All right.
so the freeze has worked. Okay, cool. And now we'll go for survey question. So it does make the freeze a lot more tactical now, just because you are afraid of losing control and your opponent getting to swap and go on a
Yeah,
run and get you. So I do
yeah,
like
that
this
makes more.
iteration.
Yeah, me too. I think that makes more sense. Stakes are bigger.
Yeah. Now I have noticed here that we are getting a lot of repetitive questions, even though it's supposedly generating a
If
fresh batch every
yeah,
time.
yeah.
But I have noticed now we are getting a lot of repetitive questions, so we will look into that. So I had control, so that means Mr. P will answer. What percentage of people would travel for a food festival?
I mean, 60%.
60. I'm going to say lower. Our answer is 37.
All right.
All right, so now as I start the card run, if you look in the producer UI here, we do not have an option to freeze, which is correct. I do have an option to swap or higher and low. So once I swap the card, the last time before we made this update, when I swapped, I did not have an option to freeze, whereas we should have an option to freeze after swapping. If I swap, there we go. I do have the option now to freeze if I want, which
So
is
you, so you
correct.
can okay.
Well, yeah, because if I don't have the option to freeze, it means I swapped, and then I have to take a stab at it,
Yeah,
no matter what I got, and I could
yeah,
be badly punished for that, and it
yeah,
doesn't feel
yeah.
fair because if I take a stab now, then I deserve to be punished because I did have the option to freeze.
Mhm. Yes.
But if I don't have the option to freeze and I get punished and I'm forced to guess,
Hmm.
it feels a little off. So I think it was the right call.
Yep.
So I'm going to take the gamble at it. I'm going to higher than the five. It's a five looking match. I'm going to go higher than five. Seven. All right, I'm going to freeze there.
Okay.
Okay, so let's load one up.
We're seeing the game board now, or
Oh,
not the
sorry.
game board.
I'm going to skip that one so because I've never seen it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, definitely get a lot of repetition here.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. And this is
What
Mr. P. You're answering again here.
what percentage of people read fiction ebooks on a tablet or phone? Um, 30%.
30%. I think it's going to be lower. I mean, they're going very, very niche. They're fiction ebooks. I'll say lower. Adamax says lower. Our survey says 51. Oh,
Hmm.
all right, Mr. P, you're off.
All right, higher than the three,
Higher than the three. Ace. Nice.
lower than the ace,
Lower than the ace. Nine.
lower than the nine.
Lower than the nine. Five.
Let's freeze on the five.
Three on the five. Okay, nice.
Welcome, Richie. Thanks for jumping in, brother.
Welcome, Richie. Okay, so and I believe this is me answering this. What percentage of people plan outfits for events in advance? If our survey is 50-50 men to women, I would say 50%.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to say 50.
I'm gonna go lower.
Lower than 50. Mr. P says lower. Our survey says 53.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Yep. Alright, so Adam Mac takes the board. I'm going to swap the base card. 3. Okay, nice. Now I'm going to go higher than 3. Jack. Lower than a jack for the win. Alrighty.
There it is. Nicely done. Round in the bag.
Okay, how did you feel about the flow of that round there, Mr. B?
I think that seemed good.
Yeah, I think time-wise it's pretty good. A little bit of tactics in it, a little bit of back and forth. I think we maybe had five, maybe six survey questions throughout the round,
Hmm.
maybe around five or something. Okay, so yeah, I think that flowed well. I think the mechanic worked well there with the ability to freeze tactically. Nobody actually got turned over in that round.
No.
So, okay, pretty cool. Let's move on to the next one.
All right.
Deal our cards. Reveal you first now, Mr. P, for this one. It's a 10. Nice. Queen. Alright, I'll take it.
All right.
5 second delay. Okay, and here we go. Note the question. Okay.
What percentage of people hide snacks from roommates or family?
Okay, I would say 35%.
All right. I'll go higher.
Higher than 35. Mr. P says higher. Our survey says 29.
Uh,
Alright, Mr. P, you're after a game. You're after a game tonight.
yeah.
Alright, so 4, I think I keep it. I go higher than 4. Ace. Lower than the ace. 9. I'm gonna go lower than the 9. 5. Alright, freeze. I'm gonna go higher. Go higher than the 5. King. Lower than the king. 9.
Go on. Keep going.
Lower than the 9. 9.
There we go. Nice. Well done.
Alright, alright. That was a whitewash, was it?
Yeah. Straight whitewash. Um, that was a quick game. Well, I mean, there you go. That's how quick a game can happen, too, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it can. It can. If someone is like a full blown DJ. So, like, if that does happen, I mean, how long did that game last? If
Um,
if you factor in like a little bit of banter at the start, introductions.
yeah.
Um,
And there will be parts too, like let's say after that first round, I'm sure we'd have Sean would be talking to the both contestants again, and there'd be a
yeah.
little buffer period in there, and
Hmm.
I'm sure a lot of people probably would have done something with the 5 or the 9. They might have frozen there, but we're in the zone
Yes.
here where we're just running through it anyway. So yeah, I think it seems
Yes.
good. Timing seems good. Pacing seems good.
I agree. I agree. I think it's good. I think the adjustments that we've made um, regarding the freezing versus the guessing, the high low, I think that's actually working really, really well.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
think our adjustments in the producer UI that we made, just trashing out that freeze mechanic. I think that's been a game changer here.
Yeah,
To be honest, I think it was a great show, um, and I think it makes the game feel a lot more a lot more fair. Adds in that bit of tactics into it as well. So
yeah,
um,
totally.
yes, so I think at this point, I think the game is actually in pretty good shape overall. The game mechanic, the flow.
The only thing we
We
have to test now is the ice card. We haven't got the ice card yet.
thought we did.
Well,
We
we got
tested.
it and we messed around with it, but I can't remember getting it again since. Have we? I remember we
No,
got
we
it at
did.
the
We
end of
did.
one and it didn't.
Yeah,
It
but
was
that
locked.
was. I think
But
that
have
was
we got
episode
have we
9.
got have we got it since then? Though I don't remember getting it
We
since.
have.
Maybe we
We
did.
have.
Okay.
We made the fix, and
Yeah.
we actually got it, and it didn't lock up the board. It worked,
Oh, okay. Perfect.
and it swapped out. I think actually that's when your internet went down
Oh
in
yeah.
yesterday's show. I got
Oh
one
okay.
at the
Gotcha.
very start, and it worked out good. So I think we're kind of hitting a milestone here. Bar maybe having our jackpot amount in there and
Yeah.
somewhere, whatever. That's its own aesthetic stuff. But I think overall, producer UI, game board. game mechanic, game flow, game rules, all the adjustments we've made, I think we can run like from start to finish pretty
Hmm.
nicely now. So I
Yeah,
think we have that pretty locked in.
yeah, it's looking good, I have to say.
Hmm.
Feels good, like the flow as well, all that stuff.
Yeah,
Um, okay, so
agreed.
what's the next steps here, so let's say on your end now, Adam, let's say developer wise?
So I think now we're ready to start adding in cards, backgrounds. I think we'll work on the all the aesthetic stuff now at this point. So I think it might be good to possibly pop over to your side, Jay, and maybe or Mr. P, and maybe sort out the backs of the cards. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, let's do that. Let me add these here to the stage too at the minute. There's our Jack, our guy, Mr. Bitzel.
There he is, Mr. Witzel.
I'm just going to pop open Photoshop here now as well. And let me also get my ChatGPT ready.
Okay, what I might do here is you did already send me the zip folder with all the card faces, right?
Yeah, yeah, you should have all those.
Okay. So I will just start prepping up that folder. I won't do anything now because this is our first time that we're going to add some of Mr. P's work into the actual game itself. Um, so yeah, if you want to tip away at those there, Mr. P, for a minute, and then we'll get ready and we'll see if we can get some of them in there and have it looking sweet. And then
Yeah,
maybe after that, it'd be
exactly.
nice to get a background, like the overall game background or concept it out anyway. At least maybe would be next to try and fill up that game board.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get around to that today. I will try. Like I said, time
Oh yeah,
is
not
on my
necessarily
side, but
today, but I think maybe
yeah.
that's the next thing that we should add. Maybe the next asset after we get the cards on there and kind of
Mhm.
size nicely and stuff. I think it'd be
Yeah.
nice to get that back filled in and usually for me, that kind of gets the juices flowing as well. Once you kind of have that, no, that doesn't mean that the background is going to stay with the first one that goes in there. Usually that doesn't happen
Yeah, of
because you
course.
get a certain point and Mr. B will just say, I'm not feeling that background anymore. Here's a new one.
Yeah, that can happen a lot. But that's the process. So
Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
we got to do. Of course, everybody, we are Media. Go to our website, check out everything we got going on. This is one game show that we are going to be adding to our roster. We've already built one. We've about 26 or more episodes done at this point, live episodes, over 5K, given away in prize money on it. You can go and see the most recent episode down there in the previous stream. Scroll back and see it was Space Cat representing Coffee Coin, taking on our AI whales. It's the deal or no deal style game. Instead of bankers, we got whales. Instead of cases, we have wallets. We got three different whales. All they interact with the game, with the contestant in real time, speaking, making the offers, and things like that. So it's really, really cool. Built also as well, the same way you're watching us build this using Replit, Photoshop, ChatGPT, 11 Labs, using all those different softwares, AI softwares. We did test that one in public, but this one we're building and testing in public as well. So yeah, please go and check that out. Go to the website monodos.media, and of course, this is for the Pump Fun Hackathon. Now, Sean did drop a video earlier. I know we're building a game show because you got to build something, but our entry into the hackathon is more than just building a game show. That's cool and all, but we have a massive ecosystem here that we feel like the space really needs so bad, and that's why we think Pump Fun would be the perfect partnership. We always notice that when you're trying to find good tokens in the space, where do you go? You kind of troll around on X, hopefully something pops up or this or that, but you don't really know much about it. And even if you're a developer, you're looking for exposure. Where do you really go unless you got tons of money? And that's what we're doing. That's what our entire ecosystem does, bringing Web3 entertainment, exposure, competition, like the whole lot. It's all into one, and we do the entire thing through a trending bot. So if anyone is interested in that, you're in any communities over there, go and get the trending bot installed. Take advantage of what we're doing here. But like I said, the build we're doing now is for the next game show that we're going to add. And yeah, we even have Rico's Revenge as well, a slot game about to launch in Ape Church. I'm going to check out Ape Church. That should be dropping hopefully. I was hoping it's been handed off by us, but it hasn't. We haven't heard anything back yet about when it's actually going to be going live. But we've done everything we can, so that should be going live. But we build a lot of stuff here. That's kind of the point I'm making. We build a lot of stuff. It's all designed to be entertainment, and it's all designed to be able to bring exposure to all projects that are even similar to us, that build, create in the space, legit projects. So yeah, go check out the website, everybody, and we'll get back to some building here. So you can see there is the king, there is the queen, and there is the jack. And what I'm going to do now is I will share my Photoshop window here. And this is the guy that we got for the ice card. So it's basically kind of a mysterious mafia style figure that will basically come in and ice you, puts you on ice, and obviously that's the mechanic in there. So each deck has one of these cards in there. So that's what it's going to look like. We're going to build out the backing of it and stuff moving forward. But Adam's going to get all of those face cards that I just showed you there. I've got all of those created now. All 52 are done, all 4 suits. So Adam is going to lock those in. And I think what we're kind of going to do here will be more so, let me share my other screen here. Window, there it is, ChatGPT. Okay, and just let me confirm here that I have the right window. Where are you? Okay. And there we go, meme token card deck. Okay, let me add that to the stage. Okay, and of course we're using openart.ai, which you can see right here, which is what we had been using. And this was the one that we got, and we added the silencer then over the top. That was the original image, so we cut him out, added the silencer in to give those vibes. So we're going to go for the card back now this time. And we do have one version of that. Where do I have it? Card back. So this is kind of what we originally had as our card backing, and we want to get a logo to pop in here. So what I'll do is we'll just put in the Mod Media logo for now, Adam, and then we can use this as a current card back, right?
Okay, yeah, yep.
So let me find our Mod Media logo here. There it is. As you can see, that's white. And I will make that black, so I'll give it a color overlay here. There it is. Or maybe we'll make it more like this kind of a brown color here, or this off black color. There we go.
One sec there, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. And it would be kind of cool to put a little moon in there too. Let me find where I have that little moon. Thought I had it in here. So let's see. Actually, let me go back and share my Photoshop screen here again. There it is. And add that to the stage. I'm going to pop myself over here. All right. So there it is. Let me hide that banner so people can see. So there it is. I'm thinking maybe, yeah, we could add a little moon in there. Let me see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody that might be in the chat talking or anything. There's Manny. What up, Manny? Yes, we are building the attention economy. That is true. And it's so needed. It is so needed in this space. Okay, so let me see if I can find my little moon here. Shout out to you, Manny, as well, brother. You're out there absolutely crushing it every day. Appreciate you, SFC and Night as well, helping me out with the social media stuff. As you can see, I got a lot, I got a lot on my plate, so that is appreciated more than you know, my friend. So thank you for that. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to find where I have this. I'm trying to remember where did I put it. I'll just do a quick search here. There it is. Okay, I'm just going to pull it in here. There's our little moon right there. Look at that. I mean, that is kind of cool. It's our classic moon. Okay, so I'm going to hide the mod media logo, and I am going to maybe drop the opacity on this so it fits in a little better with our card. All right, there it is. Let's put the moon in there for now. So I'm going to, let me see. Okay, I do see a little line right there. Okay, so it's got that color underneath. It's got the off yellowish color. So what I'm going to do is, let me turn this back on. I'm going to hide this. You can see that. So I'm actually going to get rid of that yellow color, and I'm going to, oh, I'm in the wrong one. Control Shift U. There we go. And that take that color off. And if I want it to be red, it'll be there. Okay, cool. All right, I like it. Where's my moon? I better bring that down under here too, in case that needs to ever go red. But there we are on the black side. So what I'm going to do is I will export this card and I'll send it over to you, Adam. Quick export as PNG, and we'll see. Maybe we can even get some cards flipping. That would be pretty awesome. So let me check out this moon here again. I think I've dropped the opacity a little too much on it. There we go. It's a little better. Okay, card back. Quick export as PNG and cards final and card back 1, I'll call this. Okay. And let's save that. Okay. And as you can see, it's saving there right now. Okay, sweet. As you can see, here's one of the front cards right there. Or the jack, I should say. Okay, that's that saved. All right, I will send that over to you here now, Adam, if you're still there with me in the background. And I'll add it here too, actually. Image file, cards final. Okay, and let's add that. There it is. So that's what the back is going to look like. For now, at least, until we make some different changes. But I do kind of like it, I have to say. Got our classic little moon character in there that everyone's very familiar with. Okay, so I'm going to pop open my Telegram here now, and I'll send this over to you, Adam, and we can use this as our face down. Okay.
Yeah, nice. I like it. I like it. A little moon dude.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to send this to you right now, Adam.
Okay.
Cards final. All right, it should be coming your way there now.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you want to do now, Adam? Do you want to just show people you getting these cards put in? What a prompt
Um,
like that would look like?
yes, we can do that.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
There we go. I'll add you to the stage and I'll put us up here out of the way so that people can see. Of course, everybody, you are watching the Pump Fun Building Public Hackathon. We are building a live streamed game show called, well, we haven't called it anything yet, but it is based on the classic 1980s TV game show called Card Sharks. You can go to YouTube, check out some clips from that. But it's a high-low kind of style ladder card game where we'll have two projects going head to head against each other to face off for a cool, awesome Mafia token prize. And of course, speaking of Mafia, if you want to join the roller coaster that is crypto with us, you like the vision, you share the vision that we have here for Mod Media, go down there and pick yourself up a nice bag of Mafia and let's enjoy the run here. We are going nowhere. We're constantly building. We were building before the hackathon. We'll be building after the hackathon, no matter what the results are. So if you like that, if you share the vision, go pick up yourself up a bag and let's do this thing. All right, Adam, what you got? What you doing right
Awesome.
there now?
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is quite simply, I now want to add all of the card faces. Can you accept a zip file? It used before it wouldn't accept zip files, but I'm pretty sure it does now. I just want to confirm. So can you accept a zip file and use accordingly? I've also attached the back face down for all of the cards. So I'm in plan mode. So we'll just make sure that everything is good. So now it starts to get exciting. We start to bring in all Mr. P's magic.
Yes, exciting. Can't wait to see some cards actually flipping.
Yes. Nice to get maybe a little, if you can dig out a little flip sound effect there would be nice too, Mr. P, maybe.
Yeah, I can do that.
Card flip. Just to bring it to life. Okay, so let me first extract the zip file. So, okay, yeah, before it couldn't extract it. But obviously, this is one of the reasons I like Replit. It constantly updating. So we check what's in the zip, available tools, got it, zip is 52, card face, and it is organized by suit, clubs, diamonds, half spades, file name like ace of clubs, PNG, 2 clubs, blah. Plus you provided the card back image. Now we check how the current card rendering works so I can plan the integration. Now I have the full picture, here's the plan. The current playing card component uses text-based rendering, rank text plus suit symbol. I need to replace it with actual card face images from the zip. The card back should also use your custom image. Correct. Approach, extract the zip, copy the card back image, update playing card component. To use that image, build file name mapping from the card's rank suit. And the file names have some inconsistency. Clubs, hearts, spades use X of suit, but diamonds use X diamonds. So I need to handle that in the mapping. Okay, so what exactly is the file names have some inconsistency?
What does that mean?
Clubs, hearts, spades use X of suit, but diamonds use X diamonds. Okay, so it's just so you have 9 of clubs, 9 of hearts, 9 of
Oh,
spades,
diamonds
but
doesn't have that.
for the diamonds you have 9 diamonds.
Oh shit! There's no ob
So
in
it's
there. Okay,
basically it's not
that was
all okay.
a file name error on my end.
Okay, that's fine. Um, but the AI can figure that out. But I said okay. The of was left out of the diamond file names. Adjust to just to recognize it correctly. And let's see, make sure the sizing of the cards is adjusted, because currently they're kind of their landscape shape when you play on the board. Let's see, do I have one here? Yeah, so if you look right here, you can see the way they show up on the ladder, they're like landscape. God's the card shouldn't be landscape. So we just want to make sure that it doesn't just put them into that landscape frame and just cut them. And the cards is adjusted for the portrait orientation. Currently they are landscape on the letter, and high card, draw 4 rounds. I just got understood here. Okay. Okay, damper is missing out, 3 diamonds, 2 diamonds PNG instead of 2 of diamonds. I'll account for that in the file name map. Okay. Card oriented, cards currently landscape oriented, wider than tall. So you see the portrait card, we need to flip the aspect ratio so the cards are taller than wide. Correct. Now I will just say, I will have the architect devise a clean and robust
One sec there.
plan to add these new card faces and back to all of the correct locations. Alright, and we'll send that in. Let's get the architect to devise a solid plan to do that without breaking anything. And yes, because as you can see here, we want these flipped over 90 degrees so that our cards will fit in there nice. You know, we'll alter, we might have to do a little bit of sizing, but what that will actually help us with a lot is, if you recall the last episode, we got to the sudden death round. In the sudden death, we're using a 10 card ladder. So that will actually help us with that, because we had to scroll across the screen to get to the end of it. So it will help that. We may still have to scroll a little, but we might have to do some card resizing for that. But it will definitely help the situation, because the ladder is going to get much more condensed going across the screen. So that is what we want. And okay, so the architect here has done it. 3 steps: extract the assets, update the playing card component, place text from new image tags, fix portrait dimensions, and we're ready to go. So let's start building. And let's get that working. We'll get all these added in. And then we can maybe look at some sort of a card flip animation, and maybe a little card flip sound effect. Bring those cards to life, which is what we always want to do. We want the game as immersive as we can. We want it to be high end. We want it to be nicely polished. You know, not everything interacting. We want everything to obviously look as good as it can. Have the appropriate sound effects. Everything hidden bang on. That's what keeps everything nice and clean. Correct timers. Because you want that kind of game intensity. You want everything to be timed correctly. Give as little work as possible to the producer as well. So we'll try and automate as much as we possibly can. I think one of the things that we did talk about automating was who, because in the producer window you have to select who's answering survey question. But we know that when we do the high card draw to start, whoever wins that, that's the person answering the survey question. So we shouldn't have to select that. The producer shouldn't have to select that. It's unnecessary. The game can automate that. And then whoever obviously has control of the board during the game, as soon as they freeze or lose control, well, no, actually, it's different now if they lose control, if they guess wrong, but if they freeze, that it would automatically be the person that didn't have control would be answering the first question or answering the question once they froze. So there are some of the little things that we want to do, and we'll get to all those as we kind of progress out here. And
Uh,
let's
I
see.
just sent you two, Adam. I sent you a sound effects for a card flip.
All right. Very
Uh,
nice.
just
Let
got
me just,
word that our power is going to be out until Saturday. There's a lot of power lines down at the moment, so gonna have to be sparingly on the generator.
let's stock up on that propane.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pop these into, where's my, what do I call it? And card sharks. Put the cards in there. So I want to just keep my folders organized here. And then we've got, I'll create a sound effects folder.
Okay, we're at about 47 minutes now. We'll probably have to cut this one a little short. It's starting to snow here again, and I gotta go take care of the farm. I gotta try and sort out the generator. Seeing we got that great news. But yeah, it'd be cool if we could get some cards flipping today. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think we should be able to. So if you can see here now, I believe I'm sharing the screen. Yeah, okay. So the agent is now running a test.
All right.
I'm not sure if I can full screen that test or not. I think we can make it a little bit bigger. Oh, there we go, look at that.
All right, high card draw. Look at that, looking sexy there.
All right, agent, let's flip it. Oh,
Two clubs, ace of spades.
are
All
they your
right,
cards?
there we go. Look at how quick that happened, everyone. Beautiful. Oh God, did I lose audio again? Can you hear me? Is it just me? Really just me? All right.
All right, I think my internet just went down because we actually got a bit of a storm going on here as well. Would you believe it? I think maybe this was A StreamYard issue.
Did you
Damn, that's crazy.
did you go down as well there, Adam?
I went down as well. I actually lost internet completely. It's blowing pretty hard here too, where I'm at.
Yeah, my StreamYard went down there as well. Let's try and share your screen. Let's try and get through this one anyway. Today has been quite the day. The trending show was a nightmare trying to get on with the snowstorm here, and yeah, it's been one of them days. Let's just put it like that. But it's nice to see the cards up there.
It is. It's great. So okay, we're up. Now we missed the agent working through it, but it got to
So,
the end,
uh,
and so I guess we can.
let's
What I
test out
do just for
another game.
what I do, I'll just add that sound effect for fun.
All right.
It'll be pretty quick. So let me just pull up that here.
And make sure that whatever you're sharing, that the audio is turned on too.
Yeah, it should be.
If you're sharing a tab, it's auto on. But if you're sharing a window, you got to turn it on manually before you
Gotcha. Okay.
finalize the share.
Okay, so I've attached it in here. Now let's use the sound effect for each time a card flips. Okay, so we get that in there.
Very nice. Shout out to whoever we got watching today, guys. We are moonerdust.media. Go to the website, check out everything we got going on. Yes, we're building a game show, but we are much more than just a game show. We build many things. We're all about crypto entertainment. And I think Manny put it better than I could. We are building the attention economy. Yes, we are. So go to our website, guys, check out everything we got going on. And, if you like what you see, go pick up a bag of Mafia down there and join the ride with us. All right, we got that sound effect locked in. Of course, guys, we are using the software that you're watching is Replit, replit.com, where you can go and check it out. It's AI vibe coding software that we use here to build everything that we do build. There are other alternatives too, like Lovable and Cursor, and probably a few more. Base 44 or something was another one I saw come out recently. But Replit is the one that we use. All right, how are we looking there, Adam?
All right, I think it has implemented.
Okay.
So let's
Let's run a final game
All
for
right.
today and see how we do with our new cards live and flipping.
Okay, let's do that. Now, obviously, we'll set it up again here. Mr. P, set that. Generate the questions. Yeah, we need to look into that too. Too much repetition happening.
Yep.
I found myself skipping in the last game. I probably skipped over about 5, 6 that we had already.
Yeah, that's not good.
No,
Don't want that happening on the live show. Clamoring through questions, trying to get one while the audience is waiting.
exactly. Okay, so our questions are ready. Time to start the match. Back to our game window here for the audience. Let's deal the high cards. Well, would you look at that?
Beautiful.
Look
All
at
right.
that, Mr. P.
Very nice.
It's always nice when it starts coming together.
Totally.
That's why we need that nice background in there now to start making it really tie in.
We can
All right,
work
so
on that guy
reveal.
next. Yep. Oh,
Would you
there's
look at
Mr.
that?
Petrol with the jack.
Awesome. Mr. P, Adam Mac, we got that sound. Did you hear that sound?
I didn't hear
Look
it.
at this board.
Can you zoom out a little bit? There we go.
There we go.
Yep.
All right, we zoomed out. It's not too bad. Your cards are looking very nice there, Mr. P. Okay. I'm not sure. I think we could have lost Mr. P again. Very possible. Yep, I think we might have, but let's make sure that we should be able to hear the flipping. So I'm going to know the question. I think Mr. P is gone again. Okay, Adam Mack has the high card to answer first. Okay. So what percentage of people choose takeout over cooking when exhausted? Phew, I would say that's how you go for 70%. And let's say Mr. P goes answer. Yep, I think Mr. P has, yeah, his power is gone again. So all right, so I guess it's going to be me that's going to close this out. What I'll do here is I'll just give a quick run through here. I just wanted to play a full game just so we can see some of the cards popping up and hear that sound effect happening. So let's go start card run. Here we go. Here we go, Mr. P. 10. Let's go lower than the 10. Oh, there we go. I could hear it. I'm not sure if everybody in the chat could hear it. Let me know if you could. Hear that little card flip. So he's got a 7. Let's freeze. Obviously, we'll have the cool sound effects for the freeze as well. But got a freeze in there. Reload a question. What percentage of people returned an online purchase last year? It's going to be Adam Mack. I'm going to say 45. And Mr. P is going to call no. And the answer was, it's actually after moving there and then zoom out. I don't know. Okay, the answer was 49. Start the card from Adam Mack. I'm going to swap it out. Oh, there he is, Mr. Fitzel, the enforcer, the jack. I'm going to go lower than the jack. 7, there we go. I got that sound effect. I'm going to go higher than 7. 9, going to go lower than a 9. 2, yes, higher than a 2. 8, and I'm going to go higher than 8. Oh, round call, got the 3, so now swaps back over to Mr. P. Mr. P is going to swap. Ace, nice, lower than ace. 5, higher than 5. 9, let's go lower than 9. 3, higher than 3. Oh, wrong call, turned over. Okay. So I'm going to swap the base card. Queen, oh look at that. Only Rose has entered the building as the queen. Let's just zoom in a little so we can see it there. Very, very nice. The cards are looking awesome. Great job by Mr. P on those. So let's zoom out so we can see the full board again. Okay. So lower than only Rose. And higher than 4 for the win. 6, there we go, look at that. So there we have it, guys. We have our nice new cards in. The face, all the card faces, the card backs. They're looking pretty sweet. Added in a little sound effect there for when they're flipping. Next thing we'll probably add is maybe our animation. Or card flip animation, and get the background in there, and we'll start bringing everything together here now very nicely. So yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. Everything's looking nice. Our game flow logic is all looking pretty sweet. So I think we're in pretty good shape. We're going to wrap it up here for this episode because we've had a couple of outages. Let me just fix my camera here. All right. Move that. All right. So yeah, I think we're probably gonna wrap it up for this episode. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll have another episode tomorrow where we will start adding in some more of Mr. P's nice, juicy assets, artwork, and start really bringing all this together. Um, so yeah, thanks everybody that tuned in. We are Mod Media. We are building this 1980s inspired game for online streaming where two contestants will compete head to head, and it will be hosted by DeFi Sean. And yeah, it's going to be the next game in our series, and we can't wait to do it. We're doing it for the Pump Fun Hackathon, so make sure that you join in tomorrow. Um, we will try and keep it closer to the trending show, so maybe like 30 minutes after the trending show tomorrow is what we're aiming for. But it's been a bit of a crazy week. Mr. B's having a lot of weather difficulties where he is with all that snow. So, yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm Adam Mack. Mr. P is in the snow. Till next time.
What is going on, everyone? I am DeFi Sean, and Pump That Fun and the entire crypto world is about to get hit with the coolest thing it's ever seen, because Mod Media is joining the Build in Public Hackathon on Pump That Fun. We've done it once with Lunar Dust, our high production game show that's about 25 episodes in front of everyone on YouTube. But this time, for our second game, we're going to be building live on Pump That Fun for everyone to see. So let's go ahead and get into it. And for those that don't know me, I am DeFi Sean, the owner of Crypto and Cause Investing, both the YouTube channel and the marketing company, and one of the co-founders of Mod Media, joined by my partners Adam and Mr. Pixel. We're building live entertainment that actually converts attention into on-chain activity. And the problem we're solving is simple. We all know crypto has amazing technology, but horrible engagement. Builders are either building something too complex or flat out too boring. Also, builders have the problem of getting people to engage and stay locked in, and most of the marketing they do feels fake or inorganic. Mod Media fixes that though by turning crypto into live, interactive entertainment. We go live 5 days a week with what we call Mod Trending, covering the top 5 projects trending on our bot. For those that didn't join us on YouTube building Lunar Dust, it is a high production deal or no deal style game where developers go head to head against our whales, picking their wallets for a chance to win up to 1,000 USD. Then that second game is coming to Pump That Fun. But exactly what are we going to be doing? We're going to be coding live. We're going to be testing it live. We're going to be bringing up community members to play the game, to break it, and to work out all the bugs in front of everyone to see. And at the same time, we're going to be bringing Mod Trending to Pump That Fun, Lunar Dust to Pump That Fun, and also teaching builders how to utilize AI for graphics, branding, and content creation. If you make crypto fun to watch, people stick around. And if people stick around, builders win. And when builders win, that's how entire ecosystems are built. And I hope Pump That Fun and our competitors are ready, because when Mod Media hits Pump That Fun, it is going to be essentially over. What we do, no one does it better, and the entire market is about to see that. So go ahead and strap up and enjoy the entertainment.